What up? Welcome to part 2 of the transformation. In today's video, the main thing that I want to get done, because I feel like once I fix this, I can start to put the seats back, I can start to put the interior back, I could really start to take everything off from this car that I want to resell and then just get rid of it. So in the last video, we swapped out the cluster. You guys saw that I didn't really fix my problem. I think my issue is the Speedo cable, and I was told that I need to remove this wheel and it should be right here. I've never done this before, but I'm assuming it's this. But here's another look at the car underneath. I know a lot of people were asking me to get it in the air. Here's how it looks. This actually looks pretty solid, but everything else, as you can see, is very junky. But my cousin just got here. He's about to help me out. I didn't see it at first, but there's a 10 there. Now I'm gonna use pliers to take that off. And just like that, it pops off. Now what I'm gonna do is jack up the red car, swap this over, and let's see if that fixes my Speedo issues. Now we're gonna do the same thing to this guy right there. So I haven't even got to loosening it up yet or touching the 10 at all. And look at this. Mine is just naturally spinning. And it looks like there might be a leak there or something. So this definitely looks like it was my issue. All right, so this one to the right was the one that was in my red one. And you can see it's loose. Like this spins without spinning the gear. And then this is the one that works in the blue one. And you can see that only the gear spins, or this entire assembly. Compared to this one, you see how the gear is still, but this one is like loose. So now let's swap that over. Now let's put the cluster in. I have the car in the air. And let's see if my speedometer works. Now step 2, remove the stock ECU, and let's take the N1 from that one. Out with the old, in with the new. Who would have thought Mr. Rusty would have gave us something cool like this? So I'm gonna plug this in real quick. I'm gonna start the car up, see if it makes any difference. Looks like the Speedo also works, so I'm definitely gonna drive it around the block. And if all that works, then I'm gonna put the interior in. We'll start to put the finishing pieces on this one, and then just take off the last couple pieces off there. And then Cappuccino's up for sale if anybody wants that one. All right, good news. We swapped over the ECUs. This one starts along with Mr. Rusty. I think what I'm gonna do next is maybe swap over the complete dash, just because that one, like I mentioned, has a couple cracks, not a big deal, but this is gonna be one of the nicest Cappuccinos. Once I get the 3 spokes on, this one is currently on right now, but once I get both on, it's gonna make a complete difference. Like, I'm very excited for this build. I'm going pretty crazy. You took off the turbo timer?
Fuck yeah.
Turbo timer coming soon to the red one too, I guess. Update. So my cousin just left. We were able to tackle a lot of the projects that I wanted to get done, especially with a helping hand. So you guys saw the first thing I did was swap over that speed sensor. Surprisingly, that was very easy. Even the fuel filter, I think I'm gonna tackle another day. But all you have to do is remove this wheel, use a 10, comes off right away, swap it over. And I believe after I put my cluster in, I'm hoping that my speedometer works. We're not 100% sure yet, but I'm hoping that it should work. Next thing we did was swap over the ECUs. So this one has the ECU from the red car. Starts right up with no problem. And then this bad boy has the N1 that I just need to secure, but this also starts with no problem. So I'm excited to drive with that, see if I feel any difference. I also swapped over both intake hoses. So you guys remember this one had a gash. So this one has that gash there. And now I have a mint fresh one on this side. So no more gash, no more vacuum leaks, no more leaks at all. Hopefully the car just breathes a bit better. I now just need to buy an air filter cleaner, so I'm gonna do that for this guy. And then he also took off the turbo timer, so this is just a plug and play. I'm gonna put this in the Cappuccino once I put the center console and everything back together. And for the last couple of minutes, I just been doing the little tedious things. So this is finally here. Can't believe something so small makes a big difference. I took out the turn signals. I think that's something I could sell pretty easily. I'm gonna leave the headlights in. I might also take those off if the person doesn't want it. And now what I'm doing on this side is basically just repeating the steps. I figured I'd show you guys exactly what I did. So you have to remove the weather lining here. Just need to pop those 3 rubber pieces off. Now let's remove this. It looks like whatever's leaking is definitely on the right side of the engine. You can see most of the moisture and everything here is definitely on this side. Now, when it comes to these guys, you could probably use a plastic trim remover. It might be easier, but I tried that and it wasn't the easiest. So really all you have to do is just touch it on there and here. It's definitely easier to do with 2 hands, but you basically just have to pinch it from the inside and it pops out 1, 2, 3. I could probably just do it like this, honestly. Yep. Now let's do this one. Just like that. And these are pretty valuable. So the top ones are for sale. The bottom ones I'm gonna put in my car. So if anybody wants one, hit me up. I got a lot of stuff for sale. I'm accumulating all the parts. I'm putting them over here. This is sold, strut bar is sold. But this I don't really think I need to put back in the car. Same with that, same with these are gonna be sold. But I know these aren't exactly the same, so let me see which one goes where. This looks kind of identical, so maybe this one goes here. Yep, pops right into place. Who would have thought Mr. Rusty over here would save me so much time and bring me so much content and bring me some cool parts. I would have never thought it had an N1 ECU. But look, I got both on both sides. I think I'm pretty much done, honestly. I don't think there's anything else I need to really take off this car that I need for mine. I think I could really start putting the seats back in. Let me really think. Let's do a 360. I don't need the trunk stuff. I could take that out if anybody wants it for sale, but I don't need that. We got the ECU. We got the center console. I just have to really put everything in here, which is definitely going to be a mission. You can see I was almost committed into taking everything out. And then I got closer and closer, and I was like, I don't know if I really want to do it. So let's put this all back together, and let's hope that everything works. So I'm installing the turbo timer now. I'm not sure exactly how it's supposed to be done, but I know in my situation, I just have to do plug and play. So it looks like this guy right here is going to go into here, which I just removed. And then this one is going to go into this, which was already removed. And then I need to just ground it to a screw, and that should be all done.
Jill, is that you?
Fool, this shit contagious.
I was able to ground it right there, and I think it's already on. You can see, looks pretty simple. That's 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute. I'll put it to 30 seconds. Let me grab my keys. Let's just see if it works. It's kind of funny that a car can start like this with just nothing. Turbo timer installed, and I think if I hit this button, it'll just turn off by itself, but we'll let it rock like this for 30 seconds. Next, let's just put all the little interior panels, like stuff like that. Let's get the cluster in so I can add all the wood grain, and then we'll attack the radio, center console, and then the seats. Part of me wants to take the car on a test drive before buttoning up all this cluster stuff, because the speedometer still doesn't work. I would love to diagnose that before putting everything back together, but I have confidence that I did it the right way. So next, what I'm going to do is add the wood grain here, and then we'll do this, which I'm pretty scared about, and then I'll put in the seats, center console, and I think we'll be done for today. Steering wheel, and I'll drive it around the block for sure. We're definitely going to go on a test drive to make sure everything works. Wood grain time, baby. You guys have successfully bullied me into putting a spare tire back here. I just feel like spare tires on these old cars don't really make sense, seeing how dry, rotted, and old they are. But you know what? Whoever buys this car next, they might have a different mindset. They might actually wish they had a spare tire. Then they're going to have to hunt for it. They're going to pay an arm and a leg. It does make the car look a lot more complete, I'm not going to lie. So it is what it is. We'll rock with the spare tire for now. If there's a time where I feel like it's taking up space and I don't need it, I guess I'll just remove it. But for now, I now have a trunk. That's it normally. It's almost like I was meant to buy Mr. Rusty over there. So you guys remember my last center console, I had to use a Dremel for the trunk latch to work. This one already had it. Looks like it might have been out of an EA21. But what I'm gonna do now is just put the steering wheel on. The last couple center console pieces there. And then I'm definitely gonna put in the seats. I'm not gonna put that in because I feel like I have a radio coming in on Monday and there's no point of really doing it. I wish I could just go to somewhere like Up Garage or Super Auto Backs so I can buy a horn button. I checked the marketplace, but a lot of people want like $100 for one, and that's not really worth it. But not having a horn, I mean, I don't love the steering wheel anyway, but even for the short time that I plan on using it, it would be nice to not have this ugly thing in the center and actually have a horn. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of colors going on in my cappuccino right now. I got black and red checkered floor mats, 2 forms of blue on the seats, black roof, red car, silver wheels, wood grain on the dash, a different color wood grain on the steering wheel. There's a lot of things going on, but I'm very happy with how the car is turning out right now. And then I think as far as parts coming off this one, I'm pretty much done. There's nothing else I really need on this one. And there's nothing here I really need. Interior wise, it's pretty much stripped. I'm gonna put the seats back if the person wants it. And then once it gets dry, I believe it's gonna rain all day tomorrow, I'm gonna make a for sale video, and I just want $2,000 to $3,000 for basically everything. If somebody only wants to buy the car for $1,500 and they want me to take off the wheels, the headlights, the tail lights, the roof and stuff like that, then fine, I'll keep the hood even. Somebody wants to pay me, let's say $1,200, I'll keep a bunch of stuff, and that way I'll be able to sell it and make my $2,500, $3,000, something similar to that. Like even these seats, like I'm thinking of putting it back in the car, but at the same time, I don't want anyone to buy this and drive it. I want someone to literally buy this, and my idea is the person is just going to use it for the motor, trans, ECU, do a swap. Just look at this as really like a front clip. If you need a windshield, buy for that. If you need roofs, buy for that. But most of the body panels aren't amazing. I mean, the bumper's fine, but I'm gonna make a for sale video in a couple of days. I think right now what I'm gonna do is I kind of want to put the seat in, but then I kind of don't, seeing how I'm gonna get the radio on Monday and it'll be easier to put the radio in with no seat. But let me stop being lazy, actually. Let me put the seat in. And I forgot, yeah, we gotta drive it. I forgot we gotta drive it. All right. I'm gonna put the seat in. Let's back it out. Let's drive it around the block. Let's see if we feel any difference with the ECU. And let's see if my speedometer works. All right, it's getting dark as you can see. I've been out here grinding. I hope you liked this video. Hope you subscribed already. But this is the first start with the new ECU. Hopefully my speedometer works. New nice interior. Let's make sure my lights and everything work. I still gotta fix that. Maybe I'll grab the bulb from that guy. Also curious to see if my check engine light is gonna turn on immediately or not. But all right, everything lights up. I am very excited. Let's see how this goes. Praying for the best. Ooh, I think I made a mistake actually. Oh, look, I didn't do this correctly. You can see there's no light coming from there. I have the flash on, but here's how it looks with the flash off. I was wondering if I did it correctly or not, but look, there's no light coming from here, so I gotta fix that. Good thing I didn't put this back. All right, let's see. First test. All right, it looks like it's working. It looks like it's working. Does the car feel faster? Now that's the question. I don't think so. I didn't change my spark plugs yet, which I'm supposed to do, so I'm not gonna do anything too crazy, but I mean, that's all we care about right now. That works. Let's see. It could be a placebo. It could be a placebo, but it does feel a little faster. But I guess I'll end this video here. I'm gonna turn and do one more pull and see if I actually feel a difference. But I'm very excited what we got done today. N1 ECU. We fixed the speedometer. I have the seats in. I have the steering wheel in. I have the wood grain in. Everything is nice and cozy. And let's see. I don't know. I don't feel anything crazy, but maybe it does. We'll find out later when we start driving this car some more. But all right, I've been working for another 8 hours outside, freezing. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Also, update on Glow Play Raffle. We are down to the last 16 slots. So if you haven't bought a slot already, consider joining. It's $20 and you get to win one of these cool plates. And I'm doing a lot of extra prizes. But all right, catch you guys on the next one. Cappuccino has came a very long way and we're still not done. Peace out. One more thing I wanted to add before I end this. Check engine light still on. Someone let me know what that could be. And also, oh, turbo timer. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I do wrong? Back to the drawing board tomorrow. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. I think I fixed it. Hold on. All right, good. Turbo timer works. I don't know what just happened 5 seconds ago. But all right, for real this time. Catch you guys on the next one. Time to put all these parts away in the dark. Peace out for the third time.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.